Prize for Literature with his play Grit, which I read in one night. Pretty good book. I enjoy you to go get it. All right. And talking about books, I've been doing my very best to read as many as I can. I start somewhere, get somewhere. Somebody gives me this, I start to read and all of that. So, it's time to have a roadmap so I can finish as many books as I possibly can. But some of these books are really interesting. But this one I'm reading right now, Free Troubles. Talk about sarcasm, talk about satires. And that is where we will be on this morning. Because this morning, we start off here on Hello Port Harcourt. You may hear statements that may seem satirical or may be filled with sarcasm. Please, no offense is meant to anyone. But this morning, I will be enjoining you to give me your insight of your experience at the International Airport Omagwa. Now, I did reach out to a rep from that particular place talking about FAA and at the airport. No response. I sent several messages, also a voice note, also made a call, if not 2 calls, right? And no one replied to me, right? Now, there are people who replied were in Lagos, but we're looking at Port Harcourt itself. So, ladies and gentlemen, get your steaming engines popping, because here is Hello Port Harcourt. Here, you that's conversation with you. Where else? Right, so it's very well sited in the outskirts of Port Harcourt. The Port Harcourt International Airport Omagwa served not just River State but Bayelsa State and Owerri and Akwa Ibom for a very long time. It was a central hub back then, about like say 2 decades ago. If you were trying to take a flight and you were in Akwa Ibom, right, or you were in Bayelsa, or you were in Owerri. Yes, there was the Owerri airport, but for a long time, everybody would come through, particularly if you're taking international flights, would come through Port Harcourt. I used to like the airport, as emphasis on used to. I used to like the airport. I haven't flown in about 2 years now, so I don't quite know the shenanigans go. I do get there and either receive a guest or drop a friend off who's traveling somewhere, wherever it is that the person is traveling to. Now, over the years, there have been several complaints and comments, some good, some bad, about the airport. But the most recent one this morning that we're going to be talking about is the charges. Heaven help us if somebody in the airport right now is listening, may want to turn up the volume. I don't know what it is right now. Last year was avenues, so you park your car, you pay 400 naira, 500 naira, whatever it is. When you're done, you get out. But this is where the major complaint is, because I know this fellow, I spoke with her over the weekend about it. She said, look, something very wrong is happening in the airport. You're about to tell me your experience. Now, she says that there's a rule at the airport to prevent indiscriminate parking, which I think is a very good one. So the lines, right, for your parking spaces are marked. Your vehicle is meant to be between 2 lines. Right, it's like when you go to a car park, you can clearly see where it's demarcated for you to park. The aim is for you to park there so that the place looks alright arranged. And then you're not just meant to park there, you're meant to park in some places with your backside. So reverse parking, that's what you're meant to do. Now, the complaint is the signages for that particular instruction are not clear. In fact, 2 of them, if I'm not mistaken, are somewhere far away from where people would ordinarily see them. And they're even dented. They are washed. And so what happens is, people go to the international airport in Omagwa these days. When they park their car, they drop their loved ones and maybe, let me help you carry your luggage inside. And then you come out, your car is clamped. And then, this is where it gets interesting. There is now apparently some wuru, some bagu, and people are saying, if we go to the office, you pay 30,000 and settle me here. That's the claim that we have received. That's the claim we have received. So please, you have our phone numbers. I'll call them for you. Let us, as it were, talk to ourselves as Port Harcourt residents. If you have ever been to that international airport in recent times, What has been your experiences with the charges that you have incurred?
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeriainfo FM. Nigeriainfo, let's talk.
With Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
0003 0817923 0007 0817923 0003 0817923 0007. At Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. I'm getting to X right now. Facebook and X at Nigeria Info PH. At Nigeria Info PH. Stephen is on the line. Let's get to say hello to Stephen this morning. Stephen is speaking to us from Abuloma Road. Stephen, welcome to the program.
Good morning.
Good morning, Stephen.
Okay, yeah, I want to talk about the airport thing. That thing is a nightmare, you know. Apart from the marks on the car park, another issue with that airport is once you're out of that airport, even if you're dying, and you just want to park by the roadside, maybe just to have a sense of relief. You see those security men on a car. I think the civil defense guys and the police, they'll just come bracket your car. Even when you try to explain to them, they don't want to hear.
Are you serious? You mean from the?
I went to drop someone off at the airport, so I was feeling dizzy because I was sick. So I decided to just park off the road, like what I mean off the road.
You were away from the airport now.
And I parked there. Let me just cross, get the snacks and take my medicine. These guys came, glanced my car and said I should follow them to their office. I tried explaining to this man what I was going through. He even saw me like I was looking drenched. He refused that I have to go to the office. After everything, after all said, and I had to call someone that I know that knows the park chairman also. With the intervention of the park chairman, they had to part with some money, you know. So that thing at the airport is crazy. So that's why even those staffs that work at the airport, if I'm driving into the airport empty, I don't carry anybody because you want to render help, but the moment you pick them and try to drop them off on the road, they'll still come and clamp your car. So I don't know what the government needs to do. And these double charges, before this time, you just pay at the gate, you go in and park. But now, you pay at the gate, you get inside to park again, maybe to wait for somebody for like 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and you still have to park another one.
Yeah, but Steve, like I explained.
That parking space of a thing. I was telling one of the guys that people should try as much as possible to reinforce this mark, because with time this mark will get wiped off by rain or something, and you would not reinforce the mark. Somebody mistakenly park, before you know, you clamp it and say you know park where. Show me the line. They'll show you one fainted line on the ground that you can't even see clearly.
All right, thank you very much, Stephen. Ola is in element. Ola, good morning to you.
Good morning, Jude, and hello, Port Harcourt.
Hello, Port Harcourt. Good morning to you, please.
Hey, I'm familiar with the airport because I go there almost there every week. Now, you see, they say drop zone. You only drop your person there and move, so that other people coming can have access to drop their own person.
Fair enough.
So if by chance I drop my sister or my loved one there and I want to help them to carry their bag inside, I have to move my car from that place to the car park and park proper so that the next person coming can use that place. Imagine if me, you, Joshua, 10 of us park our car to carry our friends' load inside. Where would the next people come to park drop their own person?
True.
So if you park at that spot that they say drop person and go, you have less than 5 minutes to even do that. The person comes and you drop their load. There are people there to help them carry it, so they can carry themselves. So you don't have a business parking there to go and drop them inside the so to be them farewell. Then secondly, on the issue of parking and the lines and so on like that. Now, common sense should tell us that the end of those lines, they have created a lot of space so that when I open my door, I don't have to hit your own. So if it's not an excuse,
I know very well.
My name is Edward, calling from Ogu Waterfront.
Okay.
for me to have a day like this to express my feelings. Can you hear me?
I'm listening to you, Edward. Go on.
For the past 4 days now, since our transformer gets spoiled, you know that it's not everybody likes to sleep and be experiencing mosquito. Since our transformer gets spoiled, we have not get light. It's getting to 1.
Okay, all right, Edward. Unfortunately, that's not the conversation we're having, and unfortunately, you were undone by the service provider. But I would encourage you, Edward, if you're still listening, send us a message on WhatsApp. All right, I do empathize with you as regarding the power scenario. I also haven't had power for about 2 weeks. Transformer issues, so I understand. There are steps to be taken. So please do send us a message and make some inquiries, shall we? Now we have a break coming up shortly. Okay, and obviously messages are coming through. WhatsApp is 0809 030 6416 0809 030 6416. That's where you find us on WhatsApp and on Telegram. When we come back, we'll get back online, and then this morning our conversation is about the parking and the charges you incur at the Port Harcourt International Airport or Omagwa. What observations have you made?
Nigeriainfo. We'll be right back.
It's gone past the hour of 9 o'clock. It is another week starting with today's conversations. We will be talking about Port Harcourt for the entirety of the week. It is a May period, and I know a lot of people weirdly seem to be having their birthdays during this month. So we'll get to talk about that during the course of the week. But for now, put up a post and say, look, this thing happening in the airport is very, very bad. The lines on the road where you have the car park are not, they're not very well lit. First and foremost, the paint rather has faded. And so when you park your car, right, you may not. And she said, look, there's a part. She pointed, there's a part of the airport car park where they are not even painted. The asphalt is worn, broken. But when you go and park your car there, you get yourself clamped. And then they point out that, you should have known there's a signboard. The signpost is way off. Now, I have to reiterate, I did call a rep from the FAN over the weekend, sent voice notes, made a call several times, voice notes and messages. No responses. Hopefully we'll try and get back again, maybe get an official statement. Now, people basically were saying, look, they're not opposed to the payment, but the challenge here is it seems as though that it is an intentional way of extorting from the passengers, the guests who come to the airport. Why did I say it's intentional? When you get there, you want to park. They don't have people moving around who advise you, hey, please park here, don't park there. What happens is the minute you are done, 2 or 3 minutes later, your car is clamped. And then this is where it gets even more interesting. Okay, you go office, or maybe we'll settle here. By the way, we're talking about corruption later. Ibiso is on the line, speaking to us from Odili Road. Ibiso, good morning to you, please.
Yes, hello, Patakor. Jude, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, about the discussion on ground. You see, in River State, everything, people take different advantage. Now, I want to put in Lagos Airport at Ikeja and River State on for you to know the difference. Now, if you are going from Island to the airport and you're taking to Oshodi, there's a toll gate there. Whether you are going to the airport or you are not going to the airport, so as you are passing through that toll gate, you have a amount that you pay. Now, when you get to the airport, after maybe dropping your person, there's a place you go upstairs and you park your car. Where you want to exit, you pay. Nobody is disturbing anybody. So if I'm not going to the airport, I don't want to pass through that toll gate. I will take 3 Ikeja and avoid payment. But now, River State, my own problem is when you get to the airport, before you get to there's a gate there, in the same environment, you pay. When you get to where you park your car again, you pay. But in Lagos, they are not doing like that. That one payment you pay inside the airport where you park your car is the one payment you pay. But now, River State, in the same, like the Nigeriainfo premises, before I pass through the gate of Nigeriainfo, I pay. When I come to Nigeriainfo, I pay again. That's double payment. So now that people that are harassing people that are maybe parking car along the roadside, in Lagos, nobody will come and embarrass you because different companies, if you pass through Bissam, different companies, they can go to the Air Force, different areas. But here, our people take advantage over everything to do the wrong thing at the wrong time. Now, if somebody maybe is feeling dizzy, you are supposed to even help that person's life rather than to seize the person's car. You know, because why it is happening like this? Everybody just feel like River State is a place that they will come to and do anything they like. You know, it's not good. Now, what of the painting? Paint it very well. You are taking money from these people. Put this thing very well so everybody will park on his own space you give to him. But they will really allow that thing to get bad to extort money from people in the wrong manner. So this discussion is very good. It's good the authority know what to do. Now that airport road you're talking of, you can take through that place to Ipo. Omademe.
Yeah.
Different area in Ikure local government area. You know, why are they disturbing people? And okay, now the money that they are taking, grass is growing everywhere in that area. Are they cutting it? Are they doing a proper thing? If you are coming to Port Harcourt, are they doing it at international airport?
Good question.
Is it giving that face look that this place is decent? Then you do something that will help the masses. Let us not take our simplicity for granted by extorting money in different ways from people. Now that will use Okada be strolling in that area. What are they strolling for?
Okay. Barry is on the line from GRA. Barry, good morning to you, please. Welcome.
Good morning, Jude.
Good morning, Barry. Thank you for your patience.
Yeah. I want to add to this wonderful discussion this morning. The drop zone, let me start with the drop zone.
Okay.
when all the VIPs come there to park, even if they park for 1 year, nobody disturbs them. They assess the vehicles that they want to disturb. As soon as a policeman or an army officer is sitting in a car, nobody troubles you. You're not even paying. So I don't know why the laws are made for the weak. Why the rich continue to enjoy their wealth.
But Barry, I don't know if you know this, but you know, federal government or government vehicles that have their plate numbers are exempt from paying tolls. I don't know if you know that.
No. You don't get me. I mean, at the drop zone.
Okay, at the drop zone itself.
Were they supposed to park at the drop zone and remain there? No. Okay. Then again, Jude, for some of the e-hailing cab drivers, I don't know why when you call a boat, if you have a friend that's a boat driver and he calls to pick you up from the airport, what they do is they attack the guy, fight him, and they seize the vehicle at the airport. I don't know why. So if the management of the airport can address that issue, I'm not a boat driver, but I have seen several times they're fighting and fighting over boat drivers and who's not the boat driver, why were you come to pick passengers and all not. So it's a good discussion. Make sure the management of the airport speaks to you, because I know why they are dodging. They don't have any good explanation to the question you will ask them. And that's why they're dodging.
Oh, well, let's not preempt anything. Zion is in GRA, Francis is in D-line. Go on, Zion, please.
The truth is, they are listening to you. They are listening. And they are preparing. Mark my word, though. After this time, I'm going to go call you. See, they want to appear. They want to come and correct things. Mark my words. The truth is, the Port Harcourt airport is notorious for extortion. I'm privileged to at least go to the Lagos International Abuja, Port Harcourt own, our own. Once we get there, our people who are coming to extort. They have nothing to offer. Poor management. Everything is zero.
That's an over-exaggeration. Everything cannot be that bad at the international airport, Zion.
Port Harcourt, yeah?
Yes, please.
Mention one good thing there.
Like I said, I haven't traveled in about 2 years, so I can't honestly.
Your experience for that 2 years, now we dey go there steady. So you now, we don't go 3 years. Mention the so exotic thing you saw there.
Oh, I won't say exotic, but that time the place was under renovation. If you remember, the international wing was cordoned off and everybody was moving one way. Remember?
Dude, any day, the management of the Port Harcourt International Airport wants to come into your show, please let me know. Let us know on time. Tell that program will be there for you. Because the truth is this is Port Harcourt, the garden city. We should help the government, help the people of River State to grow. If you are privileged to come serve in Port Harcourt or River State, help the people to grow. Because the opportunities and the value bring to the city that make the city fly. It's not only the governor can build here. It's all of us, our contribution, our talk, our production, our investment and everything. So if you are the management of the Port Harcourt International Airport airport now, with the gateway or the window way to Port Harcourt, why don't you make things standard?
Okay, that's a very good question. Francis is in D-line. Dixon is a rumor massive. Francis, thank you for your patience. Go on, please.
Yeah, Mr. Jude, good morning.
Good morning, Francis.
My name is Francis. I'm calling you from D-line. By the grace of God, I'm an e-lane driver.
Okay.
Let me just some kind of ordeal that we go through in Port Harcourt International Airport. Now, there's every sense that everybody that is using Corolla, as you are coming in, they've already assumed that you are a cab driver. Now, all the focus on the target will be on you. Whether you parked well or the drop zone or not. Now, there is something that I'm not really seeing it as very, very funny. If you are going into the Port Harcourt International Airport, you need to pay 300 naira by the gate. After drop-off, they will now ask you to pay another 300 naira for parking.
Yes.
Now, my major concern is the line where you're supposed to drop your park your car and everything.
Yes, that's the complaint.
We can never see those lines that is visible for you to park. Now, if you are parking, the major issue is they will not be waiting. Nobody will correct you. You can't really park well and all that. Even if you just come down from the car, bam, they will clamp down on
They clamp the time.
It's not even applicable to international airport alone. Do you know that this Caverton helicopter, the one at the UOB, you can only drop, you cannot pick someone from there. Now, these people are collaborating with airport naval personnel.
Oh, really?
Just go there to pick up. Yes, that is what is happening there.
Okay. Oh, well, Francis, thank you very much. I will need to make calls and, as it were, get more eyewitness reports on that. Dixon is in room. I see Christmas is in Transamadi. Dixon, go on, please.
Good morning, Mr. Jude.
Good morning.
This morning.
Thank you, and thank you for your patience, please. Let's hear from you.
Yeah. Regarding the issue with the airport, it's not really a good one because if you go to the airport, I was there 2 days ago. If you look at those interlock, you know this thing with interlock stones, right?
Yeah.
When grasses start,
we go over them.
Those little gaps we're using fixing those interlocks. Now, this is one of the cases in the airport. Those grasses are there; they are not cleared off, and you can hardly see what is written on those interlocks. They are faded. That's one. Now, the green grasses are all over the place, and it distorts your vision. You can't even find out what is written there. So it's like a bait that those guys there have to win to ensure you fall a victim. Extort you when you fall victim of that. Then, secondly, this is quite deviation from what topic is. You see, in international airports, I think there is a reason they put free Wi-Fi. I've been to several international airports in Nigeria and outside, and you discover that once you enter an airport, international airport at that, there is free connectivity of Wi-Fi in case you are new to that place and you don't have a phone number, you are not roaming and all of that.
Yes.
You can easily communicate with anyone who is coming to pick you or your agent or whatever. But when you get to this Port Harcourt International Airport, there is nothing like that. They are bent on trying to extort people that comes, whereas the main things that they are supposed to put in order, they are not putting them in order.
Are you sure, Dixon? Because I remember the last time I went to the airport, there was Wi-Fi. I used Wi-Fi at the airport after my ticket was.
I was there. I couldn't connect. I was there. I've been going there all the while.
Wow. Okay. All right. Christmas is in Transamadi. We have Charles in Bonny Island. Christmas, let's hear from you, please.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good
morning.
Regarding this airport, I no longer go to airport.
Oh dear.
I avoid so much because of the terrible things happening in the airport. Okay, why am I even paying double gate fee? For what? Okay, I want to enter in the airport, I will pay. Then I want to park, I will still pay. Then when you are parked, somebody will. I don't just understand what is happening there. What are they using that money to do? I'm not seeing any progress. What are they using it for? See, you can't, some people, do you know you can't even help anybody in the airport. Like now, you are driving now, and you are driving empty. Somebody will be help, calling on you.
Yes, that happens a lot.
You can't help them because they might be the same people.
Well, what do you mean by you? Are you saying that there may be staff of that place trying to rope you in?
Yes.
That's terrible.
To help them, they will enter your car, and before you know, other people will come with bike and hold you. That why did you stop there? Why did you carry somebody here?
That's terrible.
Why you stop it to help somebody? That you are thinking you are helping somebody.
Oh dear. That
is how terrible it is. It's very bad. They should do something and stop this thing.
All right, thank you very much. That's a very dastardly act to do. Charles is in Bonny Island. Charles, good morning to you, please.
Good morning, dude.
Good morning. It's terrible.
Yeah. You know that Bob Marley that said political strategy
Go on.
We'll keep on complaining this and we'll keep on complaining about it. Without what is just named Port Airport. Who manages it? Federal government. Is it River State government that manages it? So they keep on allowing some things to happen to turn the state bad. The River State governor cannot do anything about it. The whole complaint we are complaining here, the management of Port Harcourt International Airport is being managed by the federal government, like the people. Part of what we complain here is not war because they want to name Port Harcourt Airport to be honest. So look as if nobody is controlling. So look as if River State is so, we are so bad people. They should allow state to manage some things by themselves. So I hold the state governor responsible. Thank you, Jude.
Okay, all right. That's another view there. Talking about the management, that's at the FAN level, obviously. Ariel, the group in charge of the airports around Nigeria. Let's get to Facebook now. At Nigeriainfo at Nigeriainfo. Gift Tony Zuzu says, good morning, Jude. It is outrageous. It is outrageous to pay 300 naira access fee, that's the toll, and still pay 300 naira for parking. If for some reason you mistakenly park on the line, you'll be fined heavily. Chile Edwin says, this is not our problem because the bigger persons must play where they belong and no amount of murmurs can change anything. In says, charges about the wrong parking should be addressed. You would observed here. Thank you very much. WhatsApp 009-030-6416, this one says, it is just unreasonable to buy the same ticket 2 times within 5 minutes. But your car man will buy one ticket twice. Ola George say it doesn't make sense. Chika is speaking to us apparently from the airport. Chika, good morning to you.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning, dude. On the matter about this airport thing, I am quite a frequent visitor at the airport, so I have these experiences firsthand. But I don't think it's totally a bad thing. From what I'm hearing from people say, the one of your callers talked about Lagos Airport.
Yes.
I've been to Lagos Airport severally. You pay a toll at if you're going through the gate, like the toll gate going through to the airport.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get to the airport, you also pay.
You
pay twice. And I don't think there's any airport that you access free of charge.
I don't think so too.
I don't think there's any airport anywhere that you access free of charge. Whatever airport, definitely is not the best in the world. It's not the best in Nigeria. But you pay a toll when you go into the airport gate. Those talking about dropping off. If you're dropping a passenger or somebody flying, you drop off and you drive off. As long as you're not going to park, you're not paying again. But except you want to go and park, you have to pay for parking. There's no 2 ways about it. If you're going into the airport to drop somebody, you can go through the airport, drop somebody. You pay just once, that entrance. 300 naira for saloon cars and 500 naira for jeeps and Hilux and other bigger cars.
But Chika, let me ask you. It didn't always used to be like this before, because I remember those days. Once you pay at the toll, you can go wait for your guests or whatever, and then when you park properly, obviously.
It used to be like that.
It used to be like that.
Until it was Port Harcourt Airport was rowdy at that time. If you come and see, it was rowdy. You see people park in front of the the arrival park, VIP vehicles, police vans, and all that stuff. You just park the whole place, even on the 2 sides. You find it difficult to even drive past.
You have a point.
So the management has to stop it.
You have a point.
Anybody that wants to park in the car park and pay for parking.
You have a
even
point.
Even the VIPs, they park in the car park and pay for parking.
Now,
most of their security cars, their Hilux, don't park in the car park anymore. They don't park on the roadside. They just come out when they drop their VIP. They come out to the road and they can park on the road. then you realize that now at least it's easier at least you can see the free access for you to go through.
Okay.
If you're just driving past.
Well, so what's your take? What's your take though about the parking as regarding the lines? Some people have said no, the lines are not very well.
Yeah, the queue is annoying. And do you know why? Do you know why there is that queue? Because a lot of people don't want to pay. They keep arguing about why would I pay this one, that one, stories, and they keep wasting the time of the officials who are supposed to be taking this money and moving the line on. Keep wasting the time of the people behind them because they are arguing. They don't want to pay. They are bringing one story or another. That's what's causing that queue most of the time.
Okay.
Because if you have already made up your mind to pay, I don't think there is no need for any queue. You just make sure you bring out your money. When you get there, you know you're paying. You bring out your money. When you get there, you pay and you go your way. But we just, try to want to, be, I don't know what we call it, either the saint of the whole matter, or you want to be the one to change everything at a particular time.
All right, thank you very much, Stephen. Stephen was in Transamadi. All right, this one says, good morning. One of the problems that we have in this country is that people take things for granted. I agree, the airport needs to paint those lines very clearly. But Jude, it's common sense. Every decent driver should know where to park and how to park. Even if the lines are not there, if you see someone park in the very proper way, it makes sense to give the person a little bit of space and then park your vehicle. I fault the authorities for not having signages all around the place so that people get to know. We shouldn't take advantage of people. They should employ people who move around regularly, warning drivers on the best way to park. If the driver then makes a mistake, then the driver can pay. But please, tolls are for the development of that airport. That's the way they make their money. All right, thank you very much, Christian, with that comment. 017-923-0002, 017-923-0003. All right, so we're going to get a call here. We have just about 3 minutes, all right, on the line. Do believe this person is speaking to us here in Port Harcourt. Stephen, all right, Stephen is in Transamadi. Stephen.
Hello, Jude.
Good morning, Stephen.
Good morning. Yeah, I called earlier. I called back because I've used Lagos Airport so much. There is something second to the last caller said I was not correct. Now, in Lagos Airport, when you're going, whether international or local, you pay a particular toll. But when you spend much time, like if let's say you're driving an SUV, you're paying 500 naira. So if you stay longer, every 1 hour, it adds up like 200 naira for you.
Oh.
It's different. But here, in Port Harcourt, they said that same Lagos, if you're navigating from the local airport to the international airport, there's a toll gate there you have to pay. But that toll gate does not serve just the airport. If you want to avoid traffic on Maryland, you want to go through Oshodi. There is this toll gate there that you just pass and pay, not necessarily going to the airport. Yeah. So what the other caller was saying that in Lagos airport they pay for every toll gate, blah blah blah. I think it's not correct. There are some persons in Port Harcourt that have used that Lagos airport very well, that understand that airport. Whether local or international. Okay. Once you go in, they give you a ticket by the entrance. The time you enter and everything is computerized. So once you get up there, you're leaving. You just give them your card, they scan it, and they tell you how much time you've spent, and you pay for it. So why can't they do the same thing at this airport and save all this stress of paying and paying? Like I was getting through my ticket. All of them are road access. So they are duplicating the same ticket and selling to us at the gate and selling to us inside. So something should be done about it.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Divine is in World G. Divine, good morning to you. You're my final caller.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Jude.
Good morning, Divine.
Yeah, based on the discourse this morning.
Yes.
I agree that some of these rules are put in place for the airport authority or management to maintain the sanity and sanity of that airport. And the movement around there, but you don't set trap deliberately because for me I see it as trap because the lines are not there to show where people should park properly. They are cleaned off. Some show, but you can't see them. They are fainting. So all those money we pay, all the revenue we generate, we can maintain this and make it look very bright and clear for you to see. Parking here. I went to drop my boss at the airport some months back, That was just before the Christmas. And the car that was driving out from the airport, it's like it picked someone from inside the airport there. And then it's a perfect car, but it's like the woman inside the car that came from the plane, only gonna know what happened to her. She started vomiting, throwing off. It was very horrible. And then they quickly parked by the side of the road. The woman came down, you could see her. Whether it's a police officer, no, I don't think it's a police officer, but airport security ran down with a gun. And then said they parked drunkenly, they would go and appear. I don't understand. So my boss now came down and said, hello, are you not supposed to help this woman? If this man collapsed and died, what happened? He said, okay, carry your wallet, they go. We are doing my job. Doing your job as the judgment of the life of someone.
Okay, all right. Well, obviously, you have had not too pleasant experiences, but thank you for sharing, and we'll get with the authorities again.
After this break, Nigeria Info.